Hello again. This is Vito Santoro for the Niche Dominance Training Series. And on behalf of myself and John Rizzo, we want to be able to welcome you to today's presentation. What we're going to be talking about today is using video to sell more affiliate products. That's at the heart of every internet marketer's dreams that I know. And they want to be able to make 100 grand a year and or more and then be at the beach. Well, while a lot of people do accomplish that, it does take some work to get there. And buying shiny objects and throwing them against the wall, as we've said in our previous videos, just doesn't work like it used to. So what we're going to do is concentrate on how to use video to increase your affiliate product sales. First, we want to say, this is the third video in the series, and it's advisable that you do watch videos 1 and 2 first, so you understand the techniques that we've been stressing before watching this video. So I do suggest stopping if you haven't, and you start from the beginning. If you have watched them, let's move forward. Pretty much we've discussed about changing your mindset and using a rifle instead of a shotgun to create a problem solution kind of content. Mindset is at the heart of everything. It's really, really important. And if you're in a hurry and you think you can make a quick buck by all the shotgunning of videos out, there's a difference you have to understand between motion and productivity. The motion of what you're doing isn't necessarily productive. So what we want you to do is start thinking, if I spend the time that I'm using to create all this junk, if I just spend it on the front end being a little more thoughtful, will I increase my sales? And the answer is yes. And essentially, that's what we're trying to instill in your mindset. And that you need to get focused and to use certain techniques that work. And then from there, your production becomes much more effective. The videos also discuss how to design your video content to generate traffic and build your list. What we do is these link bait videos, as we mentioned, and we send the traffic to a landing page that you'd have on your blog that contains another video. And again, those are well discussed in the other videos. But now what we want to do is concentrate on how you can use video to sell more affiliate products. Look, we all want more affiliate sales. That's a no-brainer. And it feels like a race to the finish line sometimes rather than building a solid online business. But a lot of times technical challenges get in the way, or you spend all this time on a particular product and it doesn't sell. It's very, very frustrating. What we want to do is, instead of throwing a bunch of shiny object techniques against the wall hoping that something sticks, what we want to do instead is try this shotgun approach and get rid of it. Get it out of your mind, okay? It doesn't work, and here's why. Okay, you need to understand that the market has changed, and you need to determine the best approach to successfully earn an online income while building assets. An asset would be a series of blogs or an authority site or whatever it is that your time and effort that you're putting into it actually has an outcome. Almost think of it as an exit strategy. If ever you wanted to sell your business, you want to have a really good solid foundation of assets that are worth paying for. And doing the shotgun approach doesn't accomplish that. Using a rifle to build a strong, solid online marketing plan will not only sell more affiliate products, it'll build you something that you can sell down the road. Customers have become overexposed to the techniques most internet marketers use, including squeeze pages, email marketing, sales copy, testimonials. You probably see it all yourself. It's not that it doesn't work, but the thing is they're becoming less and less effective for savvy buyers and customers. For new people, they work very well. So customers really in the long run don't want to be sold to. They want to be allowed to buy from someone that they trust. And this is, that you're there to help them first as opposed to just take their money. When they can feel your hand in their pocket, they're more apt to go to someone else who probably has a different approach. Okay, you need them to choose you over your competition if you want to make money and have a long-term customer, because if you do it right, these are repeat buyers. So you may be asking, what am I supposed to sell? Well, here are some things to consider, and this is very sobering, but it's the type of information that you need to really consider before moving forward. Information products are huge. I mean, over the last 10 years, billions of dollars have probably been sold. And the rule of thumb normally that you're taught is that you want to give away good free content and then try to sell to your audience. This approach tends to attract people that expect information for free. So when you pitch them on another information product, usually don't have the money or they just aren't buyers. You might get lucky and make a few sales, but on the outside, that's the way it works. I've had that experience, and it's amazing. People who expect things for free don't like to pay for much. What else that you need to consider information on the information product sales is that in the internet marketing community, it's better to use the information to build your list and then sell the tools they need as opposed to information products unless you offer incentives. Okay, a lot of what I'll see a lot of the in the WSO world is that people who are established and have a list, what they'll tend to do is say, if you buy through my link, I will give you, and they try to offer some value that way. So if you're going to try to compete in that arena, you really need to have some bonuses that are worth sharing, that people are willing to pay for another product through your affiliate link in order to use you. Tools, that would be like backlinking tools or keyword research tools in the internet marketing community. Some new video creation tool that everyone's using. But remember, everyone's going to probably be trying to sell that. And you got to be thoughtful about that to see how you're going to compete. Internet marketing niche is a saturated market with tons of challenges. The established internet marketers have the lists and offer bonuses to get sales like we mentioned. And then also have coordinated launches, and it's a very, very guarded community. It's tough to break into unless you come up with something that they feel they can make money with. Another thing is many internet marketers, as they gain more experience, they end up buying products to their own affiliate link to save money, and they just bypass you. So it's just things to consider when if you're going to try to get into that niche. And if you're newer, I wouldn't recommend starting there. I recommend getting some experience. Where you may want to start is with physical products. When you're selling physical products like, say, fitness equipment or toys or those such, there's a natural tendency that people who are looking for this kind of equipment or products, they're buyers. Reviews are the key to building a successful affiliate business because they provide valuable advice. You don't want to just take what's there and just regurgitate it and shoot it out to them, but you pretty much people want to learn from your experience, and when they do, they'll buy, and then you make the commission. That's pretty much how easy it is. Visitors searching for product information are usually buyers, as I mentioned, and your reviews can also rank well for product searches. And that's very important because then you've got some rankings and people that are searching matching up. And now if they like what they're reading on your website or viewing in your video, they're going to buy through your link. You know, reviews must specifically, though, address the problems your visitors have. And then you have to convince them that the product that you're promoting is really good at solving that problem. So you need to understand the problem so you can pitch the solution. Again, we mentioned that in the other videos. And look, people know when they're being sold to, and they know when you're patronizing them. But essentially, if you look like you've really either used the product or did your research and do a good product comparison or true testimonials and the pros and cons and the like, you're more apt to make the sale. There's also a few don'ts that you want to consider that are very important if you're going to sell products. Okay, just copying and using the vendor's sales and marketing material without adding any value is the best way to fail because everybody's doing it. And if you see one site after another site after another site, chances are you're just going to bypass them. Or it's a lottery. And if you happen to be the one they go to buy, then you're lucky. Okay, the other thing is overpraising the product will cost you sales. You know, you want to actually tell people the bad points about a product or service. That'll actually increase your sales because it appears honest, truthful, and you're giving them the education they need to know. I mean, think about it. If you went into a store and a salesperson sold you something that you didn't need, you wouldn't be too happy. But if that person educated you and said, well, look, for the way you want to use it, this is the better model to use, you'd buy from him because you feel he looked out for you. You need to do the same thing online. Okay? Racing to sell every hot product as well when it's launched just adds to the noise and can damage your credibility. You can also risk losing your subscribers. I mean, I see a lot. I've unsubscribed from most of my WSO lists because I stay subscribed to a couple of people that actually order value. The rest of them are just getting me on a list because they sold something or gave me some freebie that was pretty good or not pretty good, and I'm there, and then I just feel like it's a race. I could always tell a new product comes out when I get 100 emails trying to get me to buy. Okay, if you want to try that, be my guest, but I'm telling you, you're not. It's going to be really tough to be successful. Instead, pick a niche that has several products and build a review site. Okay, it's the same problem solution type of link bait videos that we talked about that will help you to pre-sell your viewers and send them to your product review page. The other thing you may want to try before you invest in a domain and all this work to put in a review site, and then be upset or disillusioned if you don't make any sales. If you register for Blogger, and they rank pretty well in the search engines, and you build and review a product on Blogger and do some SEO on it to get ranked or have some traffic sent to it. If you see that the product is selling, then that's one of the ones you want to build a site around. Why build a site on an unknown and then have this site and then have to rely on AdSense or something because it's not converting into sales? So essentially, you could test with a Web 2.0 property or a blog such as Blogger, and then from there, invest in the right solution. You got the sales coming in. Okay, you want to plan your affiliate site and determine the content for your site, including the main video, your autoresponder series, and your link bait videos, just like we mentioned in the other video. Instead of going out there and trying to just shotgun, like we said, if you sit down and do the research on the problems and resolutions, products out there, you look at reviews, you look at the pros, the cons, everything's out there on the internet. Just pull it all together, organizing it, and then you can build your videos. And from there, you're doing a proactive approach with a solid video marketing plan, and this will help you to sell more affiliate products. Then create one review at a time, okay, meaning a product review, and market it with your link bait videos and other off-page SEO techniques. Don't try to do it all at once. Google likes slow anyway, but if you get a list of all the products underneath a niche, say cameras, and you have all the different models and that, and you do one at a time and follow a process, if you did even one of those a week, do you realize at the end of 90 days what you'd have? You'd have an incredible site. Okay, the key is to be helpful and honest. If you use the product and add your opinion. If not, you can research other reviews, document the cons as well as the pros, and include product comparisons where you can, and then sell the best one. Because it's all out there. People sit there not knowing what to talk about, and they're connected to an internet that has everything they need to know. Honestly, with a little bit of research, you can pull everything together and just design it in a way to be helpful and that gives a complete story, and then use your links to sell and they'll buy from you. Okay, so in summary, you want to change your mindset. You got to get out of the shiny object mentality, and you got to realize that you want to build an asset and to have something to sell down the road, or to have a whole bunch of sites that you can do, or one major one that's an authority site. You just need to make a decision up front that you want this and change your mindset that you deserve it and that you can have it. Then use a rifle instead of a shotgun. Once you do your homework, start building one product at a time. When it's complete, move on. Don't make it a race, make it a journey. Pick a niche with several products. Again, you could test them on Blogger before you even do this, but once you start building it, research the problems, the solutions, and the products to sell. When you build your niche review site, you want a page for each product. Create the link bait main videos for each product as we discussed in the other videos. Distribute the link bait videos and link back to your site page for that product. And then you repurpose and distribute the content for additional backlinks. If you use that model and you do it effectively, you will be amazed at what you're going to be able to accomplish. How we increased impulse buy sales using Clips, because we've been talking about Clips and the products. And again, Clips is a video marketing platform that we developed in order to increase our sales, help our business, and to help our people who join our team to not only increase their list size, but also help to increase the impulse buys through their actual video as opposed to needing a landing page. Um, what we do is we use Clip Smart video technology to embed the videos on Web 2.0 properties, and we also share via our social media accounts. It's all built in. Click, click, click. It's done. This captures leads and sales during viewer engagement, and then we either automatically forward them to our web page, that's associated with the product, or affiliate offer, instead of hoping that they visit our site. So imagine if you have 6 link bait videos out there linking back to your homepage. Each link bait video can actually capture the lead, or it can actually sell the product if you want. You have total control over how you want to set this up. We normally will try to capture the email address and then send them to a landing page. But what's really cool is when we actually use Eclipse High Def Video as its own landing page. What happens, here you can see it, we were selling a Kindle Fire TV, and Gary Busey, who's an actor, we took the actual video off of YouTube and we linked it into Clips, and then we added the call to action. So once he did his commercial, you can see that at the end, it's actually through the API connected right to Amazon. So here, they can click on it and actually go to the buy page on Amazon right through the video, and actually you can make sales. So rather than jumping them through a whole sales funnel, if they're interested, they're going to buy right there. You've already captured their email, so you're good to go. You can check out Clips for 7 days. We don't hold any of the functionality back, all right? And we have definitely exploded our business using it, and we wouldn't have built it other than on good, sound internet marketing principles, because we grew up the hard way from the School of Hard Knocks. And I put my daughter through college at a major university with affiliate sales, and I wish I had Clips then. It requires less technical input, and it captures sales while viewers engage in your video. So, and it does it without, just any shiny objects or hype. But if you're ready to get serious about internet marketing, we'd appreciate it if you check it out. Thank you very much.